Let's turn our attention now to Canada, where India has actually lodged a strong protest with Canada over the threatening language and unacceptable imagery targeting Indian leadership at a parade held in Toronto. The floats at the parade over the weekend on Sunday reportedly featured pro-Khalistan propaganda and imagery attacking the Indian leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Indian side again called on Canadian authorities to act against anti-India elements who are spreading hatred and advocating extremism and a separatist agenda. This is what our sources have informed us. Meanwhile, according to reports, New Democrats are expected to select an interim leader when the party's federal council is scheduled to meet. In fact, we should have clarity on that in a few hours from now. The federal council is meeting after the party had the worst showing in its history on election night, and leader Jagmeet Singh lost his BC seat and announced on the spot that he would be resigning. As far as the outrage is concerned over this parade in Toronto, my colleague Maha Siddiqui has been tracking all the finer developments. She joins us live at the moment. Maha, the latest episode of strain in ties between our two countries comes just days after Mark Carney's victory in the general election.
Yes, and just when we were expecting that under the new leadership of Mark Carney, the relations between India and Canada could improve, because Mark Carney had indicated that he would like a reset in the relationship with India. We are seeing this point, which has caused friction in the past between the two countries, emerge again. This time from Greater Toronto area, where in a parade, there was a float that had threatening imagery as well as language. This was targeted at Indian leaders, and India has raised this issue with the Canadian High Commission in New Delhi. Sources have told NDTV that the Canadian High Commission was also told about how they need to crack down on these extremist views and crack down on those who are spreading this hateful narrative against India as well. This is a message that has been conveyed by India in the past as well to Canada, and we have seen souring of the relationships between the two countries to an extent where both the countries, in fact, expelled each other's diplomats in large numbers, including the topmost diplomat of both the countries. And therefore, this is a very difficult issue to navigate, something that India has asked Canada to take a very close look at whether they would allow such hateful, violent propaganda against India to take place on its soil. So this is the message that has been conveyed by India yet again to the Canadian side.
As always, Maha, thanks so much for joining us with that update.